Novak Djokovic and Rafael Nadal have been told that the new generation of tennis stars have already arrived to threaten their dominance. Novak Djokovic and Rafael Nadal have been told that the new generation has already arrived as the Serbs' former coach provided a reality check. Boris Becker claimed that the guard had already changed with Carlos Alcaraz winning the US Open and becoming world number one. Djokovic and Nadal have been starting to loosen their grip on the biggest titles in the sport. With Alcaraz, Daniil Medvedev and Dominic Thiem all winning majors in the last 3 years. And the 22-time Grand Slam champions have now been told that the changing of the guard has already happened, as Becker listed a number of young players who could threaten their dominance. Carlos Alcaraz became world number one after winning the US Open last year. That's your evidence, the German tennis legend told The Guardian. And he thought the Spaniard wasn't the only young player capable of winning majors ahead of the most open Roland Garros in years. There are plenty of other young players knocking on the door, including Jannik Sinner and Holger Rune, Becker added. Then we have to mention the Russians. We don't like to do so, but we have to, as they're good enough. With Roger Federer retiring last year, Andy Murray skipping the French Open to focus on grass and Nadal withdrawing injured. Djokovic is the only member of the Big Four who will contend for the title in Paris. And the world number 3 hasn't reached his usual heights on the clay so far this season. Djokovic failed to go beyond the quarterfinal stage of his 3 warm-up events, marking the first time since 2018 that he hasn't lifted a title on the clay pre-Roland Garros. He has also dropped to the 3rd seed position for the tournament, leaving him with a chance of facing Alcaraz in the semifinal. But Becker refused to write off his old charge. He explained, "Clay is not his best surface, but in the last couple of years he was able to pull it back together at the French. As long as he's healthy, and as long as he wants to play, he is always going to be one of the favorites to win a Grand Slam." Becker previously coached Djokovic for 3 years from 2013 and was in the Serbs' camp when he won his first French Open title back in 2016. It was the only Grand Slam singles trophy that the German hadn't lifted in his own career.